Welcome back to Beaver Sports Talk on the Beaver Sports Radio Network. Target would like to congratulate this week's everyday champion. As a company structured entirely of teams, Target understands how crucial each and every team member is, both on and off the field, the court, the bars. Target is a proud partner with OSU Athletics, and Target would like to congratulate this week's everyday champion from the OSU gymnastics team, third year in school, but a sophomore. She redshirted her freshman year. Please welcome to Beaver Sports Talk this week's everyday champion, Deanna Piro. Deanna, good evening.
Good evening.
They love you here at McMenamin's, and well, they should. And thanks for joining us tonight. First of all, how are things going early now that school started again? I know that you got a lot on your plate with a double major and all of the school stuff on your plate in that, and gymnastics workouts and so on, but is it good to be back in school again? I know you got started last week. How does it feel to be back?
Feels great. You know, we haven't really actually been to too many classes so far because all my classes were canceled today, and we were only here for 3 days last week before we headed off to Florida. So.
Okay, so far so good. No classes. That's pretty nice. It's a good way to go about it. But you have plenty of classes as a double major. Tell us about your double major, what you're studying here, what you hope to do.
Yeah, I'm majoring in exercise and sports science and business, and I'm hoping that when I graduate, I will move into athletic administration. Hopefully work in the Pac-10 would be my goal.
Okay, so to that end, and I saw on the website, if you want to, after our conversation, there's a full text of an interview on OSUBeavers.com with Deanna. One of the things you mentioned in there, one of the things you'd like to do is maybe be an associate athletic director or an assistant athletic director. My feeling is why not be the athletic director? I mean, is that you want to start somewhere as an assistant and work towards being an AD somewhere maybe? Or?
Well, I've thought about being an athletic director, and I think that for me, I would like to work more with the students than with the press and all that kind of stuff because I love interacting with people. And I think that you get a lot more of that when you're in the assistant position.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. Lisa Love's doing a great job down at Arizona State as the athletic director in the Pac-10. So, and there's others who've certainly done a great job too. So, there's people who've gone ahead of you in this conference in that whole world. What got you interested in doing that?
Oh, man. That's been a process in itself. When I came in undecided, and I debated between communication and mathematics and exercise and sports science and business, and I couldn't choose just one, so I ended up with exercise and sports science and business. And I just decided that I love sports so much. I grew up in a family where we watch sports every weekend. Both my older brothers played sports, and I don't want to leave it. So when I graduate, I just want to keep being part of this world.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. Deanna Piro from the OSU gymnastics team joining us as this week's everyday champion. Coach John will be along in a few minutes. In terms of your decision to be a Beaver and come to Oregon State, you were telling me off the air that at one point in your life, it was the furthest thing from your mind. Take us through that whole process and how you ended up here.
Right. When I was a junior in high school, starting to look at colleges, I wanted to go far away. I looked at all the Ivy League schools, way on the other side of the country. And then I decided at the last minute, I'll look at Oregon State. My dad went here, and, it's worth a look. And I came on my visit, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with Tanya and Michael and Dick, my coaches, and I fell in love with the team and the program that we have here.
Well, we're glad you stayed, and I know that the coaches you just mentioned, Tanya and Michael Chaplin, Dick Foxell, are certainly glad you're in the program too. You did come in you are a walk-on in the program.
That's right.
Take us through, in terms of you had offers, scholarship offers at smaller schools, you were telling me. Was that a difficult decision to walk on? You've had to really work hard to earn your place. Was that a hard thing to decide about in terms of offers from other schools?
Not so much. My parents supported me in whatever decision I wanted to make. They said, you choose the school that you want to be at, and we'll pay for it, whatever that might be. If you earn a scholarship, that's great. If not, that's okay too. And so when Oregon State ended up being a good fit for me, they were willing to pay that, which for me it was great because, and for them was great because it was in-state.
Absolutely. Yeah.
where I could have ended up, I looked at Berkeley and other schools like that, but Oregon State was great for me.
Yeah, I'm sure they're grateful on a number of levels for the choice you made, but it's a great choice, too. And in terms of the gymnastics itself, before we let you go, you've become a specialist in the uneven bars. Was that always the case? I mean, is that something that's evolved in your time here, that's become your event, or what?
In club gymnastics, bars was always my strongest event. So, of course, that trend's going to continue. When I came in, I trained pretty much everything but balance beam. And then as the years have gone by, I've just specialized in bars. Mm-hmm. But I continue to help with dance on floor, help coaching my teammates and perfecting their dance because that's been a specialty in my history. So. Okay,
last thing. How was the trip to Florida, and what's up next for you guys as a team?
The trip to Florida was good. We had a strong start, but we definitely have room for improvement, which is a good thing because, as our coach told us, if you would have scored what you did and it was the best you could do, we'd be worried.
Okay, that's one way to look at it.
But we had to count a fall, unfortunately, and we had a few other errors. So this week we're up against Berkeley on Friday night, and we're hoping to make a few improvements there.
Okay, well, Deanna, we look forward to seeing you as your career continues here. We thank you for taking time for us. Congratulations on the double major and everything else that you're involved with here. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's hear it for Deanna Piro, this week's Everyday Champion on Beaver Sports Talk. Coach John coming up next. Speaking of Berkeley, the California Golden Bears basketball team in town Thursday night. We'll talk to Jay about it next on the Beaver Sports Network.